Welcome back to Bridgeburn 412 plays Nioh 2. So we left off by taking care of our first boss in our last episode, gave him the old Whatfer. So now we have some new missions that are opened up to us here. Exclamation marks indicate new missions, new stuff. But first we're going to go here. And I got to get rid of these. This just tells you kind of about the enemies and their folkloric history. Tells you a little bit of the same. So we have two guardian spirits that we can employ, but we're going to stick with Mikami because he's our dude. So that's how that's going to go. And then it tells you about your character and their participation in the story. So we've got a couple here. There's Mom. And yeah, and then you can replay the cutscenes here. So that's what that's all about. We could have the monkey visit us or our Mikami. So I'm a dog dude, so we're going to have Mikami. That's how it's going to work. All right. We're going to do some training here just to let you know how this hidden tea house works. Essentially, as you get to a certain point in the game, you can join clans. So when you join a clan, it gives you certain boosts. So let's say you wanted to change clans. You select them here. Now, I stay in, I should have double checked to make sure which one I was in. This one, yeah. That's my clan. Because you'll notice here on the right for the Toyotomi clan is you get an Emerita loot bonus and you get a life recovery every time you absorb Amrita. And so I get 20, and then I think that scales somehow, but I get 20 every single time. So every time I kill an enemy, I get Amrita, and every time I pick up some loots, I get some life recovery. So it helps keep your health gauge full. So I would say go with that one. But all of them can be very specific. You know, once you start maxing out your character, you'll want to look at all of the different ones. So that will benefit you. But yeah, all of that is in here. So we're not going to transfer. The Torii Gate is just, you can visit other players, cooperate with other players. So that's a deal. Our shrine, of course, is our shrine. So we can level up, so we're going to put one. I think it was one we needed in Constitution, if I remember from last time. So we're going to go ahead and add one there. We do need to get heart to 10 and then much more in dexterity. But, you start off, it starts off slow. All right, so the dojo gives you different training missions so that you can learn the different things. But we don't need to do this at this point in time. So I think we're kind of good to go for our next mission. Now, the red are the main missions, the story missions. And then the black is the sub-missions. And the check mark tells you that you have completed a mission, and it also tells you how many kodamas you received in that mission. So you can see where that is. So we're going to do the submission first. I like to go in order, so you can see the recommended level is 9. Up here, the recommended level is 10. The recommendations aren't like hugely steadfast, so you can do what you want. But the katanas in the ground there, this is 2 out of 5, so it's easier than 3 out of 5. This one was 1 out of 5, so that will give you a little insight as well. And so we're going to find 2 kodamas in this mission. All right, so let's get it going, and we'll get back in, jump back in here, start wrecking shop. Okay, so we always rest at the shrine first. Oh, I've got some skill points I can use in the lower left corner there. It is telling me what I can do. So let's go ahead and, I don't know why it keeps doing this, so I'm just going to go away with your, oh, it's this over here. Can we put our soul cores in at this point? I don't think we can do our soul cores yet. No, that shows up in this slot here. to get our yokai skills. So that'll come eventually. But let's go ahead and use our points. So we have 1 in the shiftling. Now, my suggestion is the first thing you do is get this one, and then you pump all 3 levels into the Dark Within, because that will increase your key recovery rate in the Dark Zones, which, as you could see from our last episode, is very important. So we can't just get it, you'll notice. We have to follow the links here. So we have to pick this one up first, and then next time we can start putting them in there. So that's going to be our main focus for there. Our samurai, we want, we're going to want this running water here and running water here, because when you dodge, it will trigger a key pulse. So if you dodge at the perfect time when you would normally key pulse, it will automatically key pulse. So you want those for sure, because key pulsing is a deal. Here's our buddy, Tokichiro. And you always exhaust the dialogue, because they might give you something. Okay, till they repeat the dialogue. All right, so we're ready to get into action here. Ow. Ow. Yes. Trying to remember why I needed the point in Constitution. Kind of glad I put it there, because health is going to be a deal at this point. Was it a piece of armor? Uh-oh, did someone... I heard a splat. Well, I heard a splat. Was it a piece of armor? Is that what we were looking at? I cannot for the life of me remember, friends, what the deal was, why I wanted that point in Constitution. Oh, because I wanted to... There was something with the ninjutsu power that was going to be good. Was it this one? It was not this one. Go ahead and put that on here. Oh, it was this one. Yes, this is what we wanted to wear. All right, now we're cooking with gas. Here we go. I don't really like the look of it, but you know, it ain't about fashion at this point. Now I did make that fight harder than it had to be, truth be told, because because I shouldn't have just run around that corner like I did. That's what cost me the point. Elixir. Oh, there's it's right there. There's 2 in this mission, as you recall. All right, so we're going to climb up the tree. And, of course, your first playthrough will take a lot longer, because you'll be looking for loots in every single one of these little things until you learn where they are and remember where they are. So that is part of the adventure. Okay. Here's an axe man. Pushing the wrong button, I think, there. Where is my... Nope, that's not the one I'm thinking. All the health is gone. Okay, we got an elixir, so that's good. I think when you push... I'm trying to figure out why it's just turning around like that. I haven't really experienced that before. Gravity is a thing as well, so... spears. Uh-oh. Dead. At this point, friends, it's really just a matter of me getting used to the weapon and the timings of the weapon. I don't want to go through the whole thing in freaking low stance because it takes forever to kill enemies, but... see. And I gotta get my key pulsing down. So this is how it is at the beginning with when you switch weapons and you play with a weapon that's unfamiliar, is it takes a little time because the timings are different depending on the weapons that you've chosen, of course. Plus you get more skills in the various stances and you'll be able to do more things. And I think I mentioned maybe in the first episode that your first impulse is going to be to key pulse too early. So that is universally the issue. Get here. How many? And it's kind of my own fault because I keep forgetting to throw the rocks because the rocks are going to open up ninjutsu points for us. Because essentially the build, what they expect with the Kusarigama build is that you are combining... You are combining your attacks with the Kusarigama with thrown items. Like Shukuren and Unai, which we're going to get eventually. So, and poison is going to be a deal. Like, so we'll open up fights with poisoning the opponent. And sneaking up on the opponent. So, at this point we're just learning our melee weapon, but we're a much more nuanced figure than that. Boy, I seem to just have to get hit by that spear. Another point for the Kusarigama. Oh, I thought he was dead. Alright, hit him. Okay, I got ripped off there. So, as you can see, the burst counter does not break him out of once he's activated his attack. Alright, starting to get a little more fluid now. A little more fluid with the weapon. And I keep peeking up in the corner to where my my health gauge is to check and make sure that I am getting that key pulse bonus. Because it does have to be just right. Oh, the wrong direction. We managed to initiate the fight without... Nope. This little pot almost cost me. Alright, got our last Kodama. A lot of garbage, really. The whole loot category. That. We got a point. Let's spend it. Alright, so... chain pull. I don't know if we want Tangled Strike. Or... Tangled Strike hits pretty hard, though. That just pulls the opponent. We better start getting this one going as well, because we are want to get those for sure. We want so many skills. Let's go ahead and start on the mid-range tree. We haven't really used Reaper at all. We want to replace it. Yeah, let's replace it. Just see. Waterfall is a parry skill. Okay, so I got the double there. Okay, Mr. Spear, come in here. All right, starting to get a little smoother with the weapon, you know. It's taking a minute, but that's okay. I don't know how that missed, but okay. So you heard that. Watcha! That means my Amrita gauge is full. Which means I can shift into my... what's the word I want? My yokai form. I can't remember if there's anything up here. Oh, this is a tree I went up already. Derp. More baddies to take care of over here. There we go. Okay. Oh. And boom. Sacred water. You can only carry 6 sacred waters at a time. FYI. Bye. And with our build, oh my goodness. Nope. No. Oh, I thought I key pulsed well and I didn't. Oh. Spears are no joke. So, we haven't played with the spear at all. When you are, first. Spears are a lot of fun, I have to say. One of my favorite weapons in the game are spears. And one of my least favorite to come up against when I'm in a really tight melee class like the Kusarigama seems to be here. Okay, where is our... Last thing we want is to start, you know, losing our stuff.
Yep.
Oh no. We lost our stuff. So when this screen comes up, that indicates that you lost your stuff. I have to say, I'm really struggling here with this Kusarigama. I've got to change my typical strategy, how I'm using it, and come in, you know, I want to come in high and just start pummeling them in high stance, but and to be fair, we have been, holy mackerel, we have been spreading our points out, and we should not have been doing that. I think we should have been putting our points in just pumping dexterity, because the weapon obviously is not, it's just not hitting hard. And we're so far away from the opponents, you know, and he's got all his health left. See, I'm trying to burst counter that. I really did not anticipate struggling this much with this weapon this time. And I'm forcing myself to play high stance because eventually like he should be dead already. This is taking way too long to kill that opponent. I mean, he's just a scrub. I don't know what that makes me, but fierce. Yeah. And I hate mazes. I freaking hate mazes. And there are some levels that are it's just maze central. And I have one of the reasons why I hate mazes is I have a terrible memory. And And when everything looks the same, like I'm getting hit because I'm dodging, and you don't block when you dodge. So I pushed the wrong button. Here we go. Yeah, I hate mazes. Always hated mazes. And it's a shame that, you know, this great combat, because really the combat is what makes this game, comes with just so many levels that are mazes, and it's annoying. It's tedious, to be honest. Really. I'm all for finding your way, but, you know, it's excessive. All right, let's rest here. We've made absolutely no level progress in this level, which is bad news. We should be doing much better than we are. And I always forget that you don't get a plunge attack there. I'm still keep pulsing way too early. But we're coming up to where the boss is. Let's just... I was going to say, let's try to... Where is our waterfall? Left bumper and Y.
Yep.
Oh, mid-stand, so derp. Okay. Yeah, so now we're ready to head to the boss, which is going to be tricky. So in this fight, there's that tree up there has a bunch of Amrita that you can hit it and Amrita will come out. But additionally, you know, you can bring people in to help. So if you're pounding your head against the wall, feel free. But I only have 3 Choco Cups, so I'm not going to waste them here. I'm just going to pound my head against this boss, and we'll see how long it takes. It shouldn't take very long. Well, you know what? I say that, but it's probably going to take long. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, this guy should be dead already. So yeah, I'm seeing... So that's mid-stance. And we want to hit this thing real hard here. Oh no, we did not get it. We got to kill that tree, and that will fill up our Amrita gauge. But unfortunately, we've got the N key pounding us. And you can see I'm sprinting up there, and I have no key when I get up to the tree. So, yeah. And these puddles we gotta clear. You have to key pulse in a puddle to make the puddle disappear, because that also hinders your... Oh God, come on. Yeah, that was awful. Now, between you and me, I don't like this weapon. I really don't. It doesn't hit hard enough, and you've got to be in close, and it takes an enormous amount of key to attack. It's like one combination, and almost all of your key is gone. So, yeah, so that sucks. So I got to get back up there to the thing, get my stuff back, and then... Okay, that's what I needed to do from the beginning. Alright, so now you see my Emerita gauge is full. So we've got all three Gakis. Typically when I play this level, I never have more than one Gaki, and there are no key puddles. So I am gonna just have to get good. This little bastard was hiding over here. Okay, now Enki's going to arrive. Where is he? So we're just gonna go spirit mode on this guy. Okay, well that could have been much worse. Yeah, so it's I'm just gonna have to learn how to play this weapon. So that is gonna be our task. I think I picked up all the loots. So we're gonna go forward, and we got one level out of this. We probably should have gotten two, but that's the way it goes. You just you play the game that comes at you. So, let's go ahead and collect our stuff here. We got another Enki Soul Core. And we don't get to use Soul Cores, I think, until we beat this, I think. No, I think we get to use them. It might actually be here at this point. Yeah, so now we can manage Soul Cores. Okay, so let's level up first. Going into Dex, we gotta get our weapon hitting harder. So over here are soul cores, and you can attune a soul core to your skills, and you can take the skills of the enemies and apply them. So at this point, we don't have very many soul cores, but we are going to fuse two soul cores together. So we have this one. It's level 14. So we're going to start there, and we're going to raise the level of that one by fusing it with this one. So you see it starts here at 19 attack, 14 defense, the soul core rank of 2, and we get gold earned during yokai shift. We get luck during yokai shift, but we get a melee damage versus humans and an anima bonus when we take damage, okay? So those numbers will go up as we move from here. So you'll see this is at level C. This goes to C+. This goes from the melee damage goes 1.6% to 1.7%, 10.4% to 10.8%, luck from 31 to 32, and the rank goes up. And so we're going to go ahead and fuse that, and it uses that soul core. So now, if we go back here, we only have 2 because we fused the 2 soul cores together into that one. So what we're going to do now is we're going to tune it. So we're going to go over here, we're going to tune a soul core, and Makami is our yokai spirit. So that's where we're going to slot this one. So we click on it, and then I want the yokai ability, it ends Enki, and I want that one at the top, this one. Okay, and then we're going to go okay. Then we're going to go back and attune the Mizuki soul core, and we put this one, on the middle. So now you can see it shows a little video. It's like a one-hit thing that it will do. And we've maxed out our attunement limit for Makami. So Makami's biggest issue is he only has 14 attunement limit. And eventually we're going to want more than that. But either way, that's how those soul cores work. So in our next mission, we will have those available to us. And the next mission, this will probably take 2 videos, maybe 3 to do this one. This one's super long, but it's also super fun. And it's going to have a brutal boss at the end. Like, this is the skill check boss, the skill gate boss at the end of this one. So we will see you in our next episode. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We will see you then as Bridge Runner 412 plays Nioh 2.